You guys come back for me? We appreciate it. We appreciate you coming back. We appreciate all the thumbs ups, the few comments, a couple new subscribers. We like it. We like it. We're getting there. We're doing better, guys, but we could do better than what we're doing. Anyway, on to the task at hand. We always have a job to do. There's always something going on, always something that needs to be built, put together, something to make your race operation better than it currently is, and or easier than it currently is. So the way I try to do everything is I do everything pretty much on my own. So everything I do is to make my life simpler when I'm by myself. That way when I do get an extra hand, it goes that much smoother. So what we're doing today is we're going to build a dragster dolly. And what I mean by a dragster dolly, in case some of you guys don't know, is it's a little dolly that looks like a regular dolly that you'd move a refrigerator or oven or washer dryer with. Except with this one, it's got a pipe and a cup that'll grab the nose of the dragster. You flip it up and it lifts up the nose of the dragster, so now you can roll the back of the car up into your trailer a lot easier. Whether you're bringing it in forward or backward, whatever is up to you. But that's what we're going to build today. And you could buy a nice chromoly one. I don't remember. I want to say they were over 500 bucks, like 600, 700, 800 bucks or something. There's a company out there, can't think of the name, that builds chromoly, nice dragster dolly. But here's what we did. You see this box? Instead of making the whole thing, I don't have tube benders or nothing, you know, to build or to bend chromoly mild steel or DOM tubing or anything. So what I did was the next best thing. I don't remember what this cost either. 40, 60 bucks or something. This is a trailer dolly from your Hobo Freight Specials. It's got a ball on it. It's kind of it says it'll hold 600 pounds. The nose of this dragster is nowhere near 600 pounds. I can pick the nose of this dragster up myself. So we got this thing, we got some pipe, and well, this is what we're going to build. So hang out, let's see where we go. There's going to be a little bit of welding, a little bit of fabricating, a little bit of thinking, tiny bit of measuring, a whole lot of cutting and grinding probably. Yeah, definitely. More than likely, lots and lots of cutting and grinding. But let's unbox this thing, let's put this thing all together and see what we have. First things first, you need a knife to cut the tape. And you don't ever want to point the knife at your body, you want to go at your buddy. Not at your body, at your buddy. Just put that anywhere. Cardboard. More cardboard. Heavy duty wheels, supposedly. Another heavy duty wheel, supposedly. Oh, we got instructions! Probably won't need those. Back works. Alright, here it is. All together. Rolls around good. Beep, 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 beep. No ball or nothing on it just yet. Now we gotta figure out how to maybe attach a piece of pipe here. Gotta figure out how long, how to make it. And yeah, so let's take a look at that. We got a lot of options. You got this little goofy ball that it came with. It's already got threads tapped in it. They greased it up real good. Nice big heavy duty bolts, threaded all the way up there. You know, I got crazy thoughts. One of them is to take this ball here, cut the ball part off, throw that away, and then use this as like a thread insert. But what we got to do, get this thing out of our way, we got to get the pipe out and see, well, we'll see what size it is. Good old carbon steel black pipe. You notice how that slid in and out of there? I think what we're going to do is we're going to use this pipe to be just an insert, and then we're going to cut this pipe in half, a long ways, weld it to the top here, and then that'll be able to spin around so you can move the dolly. We're going to tune out. We made a little bit of cutting, grinding, and this, that, the other. So we're going to tune out for a moment, and we'll bring you back when we're getting there. So what's going on, guys? We're back here many days later. To you it'll all be one day, but to me it's many days later. Not because it took that long to make this beautiful piece of garbage, but because we got caught up just doing other things and never made it back to this and didn't take any video of everything else we were doing. So this is the Harbor Freight trailer dolly that we turned into a tractor dolly, or dragster dolly. And all the intended purpose of this thing is when the back tires, the dragster's going to go in the trailer backwards. So when the back tires get up the ramp, we can take this dolly with the nose cone off the front of the car, hook the chassis of the front of the car, and then it'll even, instead of the dragster being on an angle, it'll straighten the dragster out. So hopefully the bottom of the frame rail and whatever else don't scrape on the trailer tongue and stuff as it's going up. Since raising the trailer, getting cars in and out of the trailer has been a little bit different. I wouldn't really call it difficult. I'd just say it's different. It's not, you kind of got to pre-plan a little bit when you park and stuff like that, because the trailer being up so high, the ramp door is on such an angle that, you know, your headers and whatever else, well, they want to scrape, and the Chevelle gets hung up sometimes. And this thing, without the motor in it, I had to pick the front of the car up and literally walk it in and stuff. So I seen there's a company out there that builds one of these. They make it all out of chromoly and stuff, and I said that prior. Well, we didn't do any of that, but anyhow, we'll show you what we got. So it's way different than when we first started. We cut a lot of brackets off of it and welded our own to it and all that good stuff. That just slides inside there. This will cup underneath the tubing. So if you walk up here, this front piece of tubing right here on this dragster, this thing here will cup it. So once the dragster is up on the tongue, The back tires are up on the tongue of the trailer, on the door of the trailer. You can walk this thing up there, grab the frame, push it like that. Now the tongue of the front of the dragster is up that high, and now it'll just walk in on its own. So that's the plan, you know. So we're hopefully it'll work. We'll see. You know, everything to make it a little bit easier. But that's our finished product. All welded up, all reinforced, all that good stuff.
Okay.
So a little dragster update is we got our push rods, but I foobarred the measurement on the intake side. So when I was ordering push rods, I was told that I could only get them in 50 thousandths increments. I had measured the push rods out to be 8-inch 228, and I was told that I could either get 8-inch 200 or 8-inch 250. So I landed on 8-inch 250, thinking I'd have some room, and got the push rods, installed the push rods. I don't have enough room for the Jessel rockers. They're very specific in the way they want them to be adjusted and how far you turn the adjuster nut and so on and so forth. So I had to order some different push rods. It turns out that there is a company out there that does make them in 25 thousandths increments. But I got the push rod length checker out. I did some stuff. I found out that 8-inch 200 will work, so I went ahead and ordered 8-inch 200 push rods. They should be here in the middle of the week. I was hoping to have the motor running this weekend, but it didn't happen. I did receive my carburetor, so stay tuned. I'm going to do a full APD review of their killer billet enforcer Dominator carburetor. It is the baddest thing I have ever laid my hands on. I'm going to tell you, it is a nice piece of eye candy. But it's not on the motor right now. We're not going to start the motor. So through talking to APD and different engine builders and stuff, everybody says if you can avoid starting your motor initially for the first time ever in its life after it's been built on alcohol, to avoid it. I was told by one of the guys, one of the techs over at APD, that setting the rings on alcohol is really hard to do. They said that you got to make some really hard dyno pulls, and you just got to heat cycle the motor a ton to get the rings to set. So I got just a regular gas carburetor that I had laying on the shelf that used to be on the Camaro and stuff on this motor now. It's just a 850, nothing special, something I built up and stuff years ago. Works pretty good. We're going to run it on race gas and seat the rings with that, so the badass billet piece of carburetor will not be on the motor in the beginning. So that's where we're at with the Dragster update. Everything works, so you know, I wish I had everything works as it should. I wish I had taken some video of the starting line enhancer and stuff, because it's pretty cool. Maybe we'll get some videos of that as time goes on. That's where we're at today. That's what's going on. Stay tuned. I mean, hopefully this coming weekend, as long as we got some decent weather, you know, and it's at least 50 degrees outside and it's not raining, we'll be making some thunder, you know, the music of my people. So this is Pat Performance Racing. Thanks for coming back. Thanks for checking us out. Thanks for going along for the long journey. It has been a little bit of a ride from start to finish of putting the motor together, putting the dragster together. So it's been a ride. Make sure that you hit the thumbs up, ring the bell, subscribe, leave a comment if you would like. Any questions or anything you got, whatever. If you want to tell me my stuff's ugly or it's gay or it sucks, whatever, it's fine, but some type of a comment's cool. Thumbs up always goes a long way, and subscribing does the most. We're getting closer and closer to our goals every time we put a video out. I know our videos are few and far between. It's just kind of how it goes. This is Patent Performance Racing, your true blue-collar racing association channel. Join us next time while we make some beautiful, sweet thunder.